Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying a new format for these videos where instead of just standing and talking in campus marches, I'm going to be flying around over work that we've already done as the introduction. Also, instead of just letting music play while flying over the new builds, I'm going to be talking over them just a little bit and giving a bit of insight on the builds. So hopefully that'll make things more entertaining than just watching basically a clip art show, essentially. Anyway, there's not much news for this week. We had an incident where the server had to be down for about 4 days or so, and the server has also had connection problems since we put it back up, so unfortunately there's not a whole lot of new content to feature in this video, but that doesn't mean that there isn't any. So we have some progress on existing builds, and some new buildings entirely, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy the new buildings. Most of the work done this week was actually done outside of the established downtown area, which is surprising since most work since this series started has been done there. While doing this introduction, I'd also just like to shout out my new Patreon. We are using it at the moment to raise funds for a 24/7 professional server so that we can build without connection issues, and we can build any time of the day. I'm also trying to get funds for new audio equipment and editing software, so if you're interested in supporting the team and also this channel, be sure to check it out. Also, this will be the first video with my Patreon supporters listed at the end of it. Anyway, let's get into the actual video itself. So this is the first building. This is a building that I featured before on other videos, but this is the Coleman A. Young Municipal building, which serves as the City Hall of Detroit, located right at the front of the downtown area here. This is a project that's slowly been working on by Big Dog 765, and it's finally coming to fruition as most of the building itself has been completed, other than windows and other things that still need to be added in, and little details here and there like the sidewalks. This here is the Spirit of Detroit Plaza, featuring the Spirit of Detroit statue, which has kind of been a collaboration between a few different builders. As you can see, the designs on the concrete and the asphalt there are they're a bit difficult to try and model inside of Minecraft, so this one has been a slow but steady pace, and it's looking good. And this is the Joe Louis Fist statue, which is another symbol of the city of Detroit. This has also been another collaboration project between a few different builders, and it's been redesigned a few different times along with the Spirit of Detroit statue featured earlier, and right now, I think they're both looking pretty good, better than they were before. And this is another project, One Detroit Center Parking Garage, which has been a project by one of our newer builders by the name of Robot_26. I feel kind of bad because I went over to him one night, and it wasn't quite long enough to fit the plot of land it was on, and fortunately, he had to redo most of it, but he's planning on making the interior all modeled out, so that'll be really nice to see when it's finished. And this is a building I neglected to feature in the last episode of this series. This is the Cadillac Square apartment building, located on Cadillac Square, right next to Cadillac Tower. This build was done by XX Lawless XX, and is featured right behind the First National Building and is contributing to the Cadillac Square area. And this next project is something I've featured multiple times before on this series. This is the progress update for the Detroit People Mover, which is a one-man project by Jetman737, who has been consistently keeping at it and updating it as much as he can over a longer span of time. This is one of the longer projects, and I don't foresee it truly coming to full fruition until a little while in the future. And Jetman isn't even from the United States. He's across the pond from England, and he's really committed to getting everything right for the People Mover and the project, and it's tremendous. This is a small little building I've been working on. This is called the Elliott, which is part of the Merchants Row commercial area here on Woodward. I had put this in another video before as under construction, and I put the address as its name, but it's actually just called the Elliott. This next building is the tallest that will be featured in this video today. This is the David Broderick Tower, which is located just south of Grand Circus Park. As you can see, there's some of the buildings in the background there. This was done by one of the Ann Arbor developers who comes over occasionally and helps Shelfrey or Shelfry, not exactly sure how to pronounce it. As you can see, it has the beautiful recreation of the mural, the whale mural on the side of the building there. This is one of the first properties that has been done in the Grand Circus Park area, and it's tremendous and lovely. I love it. And this is the progress update on the Ford Field project being built by Sizzle the Cat. I believe I've featured this before. Maybe there's not been much new work, but I thought I saw some. So it's a tremendous project by one person, so let's wish Sizzle luck on this project. This is another new build by a new builder. I forget their Minecraft username, but their Discord username is FinleyChunk, so I apologize for forgetting your Minecraft username. But this is the Warehouse District, also known as the Rivertown District. This is just a collection of various different industrial buildings featured on the east side of Detroit here, kind of down the river from downtown, but not too far away from downtown. And I'm really glad to see that there is more stuff being built in the city than just the downtown area. I'm glad to see that some of this has started to finally shape up and begun being built. And I am a sucker for industrial architecture, so I am enjoying this immensely, and I think that he's doing quite a good job, given that this is, again, a one-person project, and he's built all of this so far in such a limited time span. So, again, thank you, and I wish you luck on continuing to build the warehouse district. This is progress on a rather newer build by another rather newer builder by the name of Steven5161. I know that's their Discord username. Not sure if it's their Minecraft username, so again, I apologize if I got that wrong. But Steven was actually one of the first people to build in the Detroit area, but has just only recently joined our team, and I love how this build is shaping up so far. And this is an update on Wayne State University, built by Loki313, and only Loki, who is also a member of our moderator team. There's actually multiple people of our build team who go to Wayne State, so this is very interesting to see being built. And I'm really excited to see how this turns out in the future. But anyway, I don't believe my past features of this build really did it justice. This is right now just an overlook of one of the newer buildings here. One of the parking structures, I believe 2 or 4 or 5, one of those numbers. There's so many parking structures. Yeah, one of those numbers over here by Anthony Wayne Drive Apartments and by Towers Residential Suites. So here's another look at Anthony Wayne Drive, and this was done by Loki, and I have to really commend him for his success on modeling this, because this building is so new that it's not on Google Maps, and Street View has it still under construction. So basically the entire back portion here, he had to basically do himself, either by visiting it in person or trying to get other angles of it and looking at pictures of it and stuff. And obviously there's the front portion here, which is what I've kind of shown before, but I really must give him my commendation, really, for getting it right. And then this is Towers Residential Suite, which you may notice looks a bit different. That's because Loki decided to redo the facade of it on Anthony Wayne Drive, or 3rd Avenue there, whatever you want to call it. But this is nearing completion now. Just looking like all it needs are windows to be added around the building, but otherwise it is coming along quite steadily, and it is looking quite nice. Now this is another build that I've featured previously in the past in this series, but it has been just growing and growing, and is really quite amazing. I really love this build. This is the suburb of Plymouth, being led by Walking Guy 500, who originally started this project over here, but has since grown to multiple people working on this town, and I must commend them for their work here. I like to use that word a lot, but I really have to give it to them here. This is quite amazing. They've put a lot of love and detail into a lot of the buildings here, and of course they've redone a lot of the roads to make them more accurate, and they are always on the server working, and I really love how this is working out so far here in Plymouth. Now, this is something I've technically featured before in this series, but not this exact, I guess, building. But this is the Chrysler Headquarters and Technology Center in Auburn Hills, being built by two new builders by the names of Moneybags 4 and Tila, and I've previously featured one of the parking lots that they had made for this build in the past, but as you can see, there's been quite a bit more added on to it, and it is quite interesting to see such a large building being built here. Not necessarily large in height, but definitely large in area. And of course, Chrysler is one of the big three automotive companies, and of course, Detroit is the Motor City. So I am very happy to finally see some of the motor companies being featured here. Of course, the Renaissance Center with General Motors has already been partially built, but I'm glad to see that Chrysler is also getting represented here. And this is the update on the Brighton suburb, which is being built by an ever-increasing team of builders here. And I always enjoy coming over here and checking out the steady progress that they always be making out here in Brighton. And I really enjoy how this build has gone so far, and I look forward to seeing how it continues to go in the future. Of course, last but not least, this is the suburb of Berkeley, just a little progress update on that. I featured this before in the series, but this is being built by, again, another single person by the name of Link, the Hero of Hyrule, and they have done quite an amazing job getting all the little details and all the little, nooks and crannies of everything all nice and detailed here, and it's really turning out quite amazing. Anyhow, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video and continuing to support my channel and by extension our build. Remember, if you'd like to continue to help support this channel and support us getting a new server, be sure to check out my Patreon. Link will be in the description below. Also, what do you guys think of this new format of video? Do you like this better, or would you prefer to just go back to the old style of me just talking for a little bit in the beginning of the video, and then just flybys of the new builds themselves? Be sure to leave a comment below to give me your feedback. Also, if you enjoy this video and my content, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more. It really helps and really motivates me to continue. Thank you. A very special thank you to the following patrons for your continued support of this channel.